What's good, everyone? My name is Pfozjéra, and in today's video, we're gonna be explaining the lyrics to my song, Dazed and Confused. Before we get into it, I just wanna get into the outfit really quick, okay? So I've got this headband, not headband, this scarf, I thrifted it. Sunglasses, let's get into the makeup, you see it. I've got me some necklaces going on. And one of my coworkers did this henna to celebrate Ramadan. So that's the fit. Here's the full body. Yeah. Let's get into the lyrics. Where are we going? Where are we going? I see the path, I see the path. It's glowing, it's glowing. Okay, when you experience a transition in your life, you can almost feel it happening, and so you don't realize, you don't know where you're going. I mean, you might have an idea of where you're going, but you don't actually know where you're going, the unknown of it all. It's say you're going from one grade to the next grade. You know that you're going to the next grade, but you don't know what is to be held in that next grade, if that makes sense. You don't know what to expect when you go to the next grade. You know that you're gonna be a year older. You know that certain holidays are gonna come around, blah, 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 blah. But you don't know what experiences are gonna come with that grade level change, if you know what I mean. And so as we go through these transitions in life, it's you know where you're going, but you don't know what experiences are going to occur in this. And so that unknowingness is kind of scary, because you can see the path, but you really don't know where you're going. Open up your mind to me. Don't be afraid. I'll set you free. This is for two scenarios. I'm talking to myself, essentially. Open up your mind to the future version of yourself, because that future version is going to become the present version of you. It's almost like I'm passing the torch to myself, and I'm saying open up your mind to the new version of you. Don't be afraid, I'll set you free. This is the version of me that knows what's on the other side of this upgrade in life and has experienced it. And I'm still kind of in this phase where I'm preparing for the experience, if you know what I mean. My future self is telling present me to open up my mind and be comfortable and present, because the future version of me already knows and already went through those experiences, and it's telling you it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. There's magic in the room tonight, shining like my face highlight. When I pictured this song, I pictured a person going through a tunnel, and the tunnel is dark. And then internally, my heart, because your heart connects all of your chakras together. So you have your lower chakras and then your higher chakras, and then the heart's right in the middle. I picture the light coming from within my heart space, because it's the center. I picture this light forming from within to outside, and it just gets brighter and brighter. I think that a lot of us are looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's there is no light at the end of the tunnel. You are the light within the tunnel. You are the one getting yourself through all these dark times in life. We always go, oh, I want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's no, you are the light in the tunnle. I'm expensive, I'm addictive, can you feel it, can you feel it? That light is so attractive, and it attracts so many different types of people. I mean, it's like a moth to a flame. You can attract super amazing people that you're equally yoked to, but you can also attract people that aren't, on the same vibe with you. They're just, darkness is attract to light. It's alluring, it's attractive, everybody wants a piece of it. As you continue to trust in yourself and come into yourself, that light just kind of grows and you become more attractive and more alluring. There's magic in the room tonight. There's magic in the room tonight. There's magic in the room tonight. Earlier in the song, I was talking about how my future self is telling me to open up my mind. Throughout the song, my light is growing, and I am now stepping into the version of myself that is my future self that I just explained. So the future self is who I am currently. I've gone through that tunnel with my light, and I have experienced all of the unknown that I was so worried about. The cycle just kind of happens again. You go through another experience where you've learned what was necessary for this level, and now you go on to the next level. And it's just repeating, where you don't know where you're going, but you know where you're going, and you just don't know the experiences of it. When I wrote this song, I was experiencing, of course, my own transition in life, and it was very scary because I didn't know who my friends were. I didn't really know who was in my corner, and it made it really hard for me to be trusting of my surroundings. I kind of had to create a home within myself. It forced me to get to know myself because I knew that there were some things about myself that were great, but I constantly felt like a monster or like someone who was not worthy of love or care or gentleness, kindness, all those things, because of the way that my relationships carried out in the past. And I'm not even just talking about like romantic ones, like friendships, relationships with family, things like that. The way that my relationships looked, it made it hard for me to trust. I'm like filming this and it says 111, so to those who need to see that, hear that. Yeah, it was just really hard in this transition because I was truly alone. Like, I didn't know who I was, and it forced me into a place where I needed to acknowledge the light within myself. And I also want to say this to anyone else who's like, if you're really listening, when you go through these transitions, you realize why people treated you the way that they did. A lot of it is because of their own projections, and it really has nothing to do with you. But let's just say someone does not reciprocate your love. You are so loving and they love how you love them. They could not possibly love like you. Or I have relatives that have told me, like, you're never going to be anything, you're never going to do anything, blah, 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 blah. Those are projections from them. They believe that they're never going to be anything, do anything. What they're trying to do is put you in this place mentally where you feel like you can't grow and like prosper because they are aware of your light, period. They're aware of your light. And so I found myself in this place where I needed to become aware of my light and kind of like filter out all of the things that had been said to me and the way that people had treated me so that I could acknowledge my own light and realize why they were trying to keep me from mine. So Dazed and Confused really is just about like being in a place of transition and not knowing who you are and who the people around you are, but coming into that sense of knowing so that you can move through the rest of your journey. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please go stream Bloom. Bloom is out on all platforms, and I'm also gonna post more of my lyrics explained for this album. This album took me about 4 years to make, and I'm so grateful to be able to put music out. Like I've wanted to put music out my whole life. I've made music as long as I could possibly remember. I almost feel like my inner child is being seen. Like just talking about this right now, like my inner child feels seen by being able to put this music out because again, like so many people, so many naysayers, so many people trying to deter me from the path that I've always been. I was always supposed to be on this path. This is my story, and hopefully you find comfort in my story because it relates to you. Hopefully you listen to the music and you feel validated in your experience. That's all that I could possibly ask for. I was sitting on it for a long time because I wasn't sure if it was something I wanted the world to see because it was very raw. And I kept thinking about like these people, these naysayers, and if they would think that it was embarrassing or just all of this built up shame. It's really interesting the person that I've become today because I'm allowing myself to be present in my own life and not hide. I don't want to hide in my own life anymore. And if you're someone who is hiding in your life, you don't have to. Everyone has their process. And, as long as you make the decision, you want to show up as yourself, like making that conscious decision, like knowing that you want to show up as yourself, life will guide you in that direction. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go stream the album. It's out everywhere. I'm so excited for you guys to hear it. Comment down below your favorite song and lyrics. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.